What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Baseball 101. And in today's installment, we're going to be going over bunting. Some different types of bunts that we're going to be covering today is going to be a sacrifice bunt and also a drag bunt, which is a bunt for a base hit. We're actually trying to get on base with that bunt. Sacrifice bunt, we're going to be going over when it happens and how to accomplish it. So how we're going to get done. So we're going to be going over some of those tips right now in our fifth installment today, Baseball 101, learning a bunt. All right, guys, so when learning a bunt, we want to make sure that we have the correct angle on the bat. We're using our legs. We're not using the barrel to go chase balls. So when we're doing a sacrifice bunt, the point of the sacrifice bunt is if we have a runner on base and we're trying to get him over safely without grounding into a double play or without grounding into a play, which is going to get our lead runner out. So we're sacrificing ourselves so that we can move a guy over, put him in position to score for the next guy to come up and hopefully get him in. So with the sacrifice bunt, what we're doing and we're trying to accomplish is we're trying to get the bat head out early. Okay, we're not trying to get on base with this again, just trying to move a guy over. So we want to make sure that our feet are properly angled. As we're set up here to bat, we are going to be showing early, which means that we want the defense to know that they are going to have to cover that bunt. So we're not trying to get on base again. We want them to know we're bunting so they can start crashing. We pull guys out of position and get our guy safely over to the next base. So as we're standing here in the box, and as that pitcher is getting ready to deliver, we are turning our body towards the pitcher in an angle in which we're facing towards first, and we have our bat out in front of us. One hand is going to be at the bottom. The other hand is going to be used as a hinge here to turn that bunt in whichever direction you want to go, whether down third or whether down first. So as we're now out in front of the plate and we're out in front of our body, we're going to use this bottom hand. This second hand never moves. It's just there so that it can control the bat moving from one angle to another. So if we're trying to accomplish a bunt down third, we are going to be moving this hand in towards our body in order to get that bunt down. And we're going to be moving our hand away from that body to get it down first. Down third here, down first there. Another important thing we got to go over is if a ball is pitched and it's high, low, outside, but it can still be a strike because with a sacrifice bunt, we're trying to bunt strikes. We're not trying to bunt balls. It's important we get that bunt down. So we want to hit something that's in the zone, get it down to make sure we have the best bunt possible. So as we're dropping or moving around to get to that bunt, we have our hands out and we're using our knees now. We're using our knees to bring that ball up, bring that bunt up and down, move our body in this position so that we can get the bunt down effectively. We don't want to chase anything above us, anything too far outside. It's got to be a strike in order for us to accomplish a good bunt. So as we're squared up, we're out in front of the plate. We want to get a bunt down third and it's low. We are moving our body. We are not dropping the bat head. The last thing we want to do is have our bat out here, drop the head. Now it hits off the top of the bat. It's a foul ball and it doesn't accomplish anything, right? We don't want to go down with two strikes when we're trying to bunt, because if you do bunt the third attempt and it's a foul ball, you're out. So you want to make sure that that bat head is flat. We're bunting strikes only on a sacrifice bunt. We're moving our knees, up and down, and we have our hands out in front of us. Okay? So again, when we do this, we want to make sure that we're not dropping the bat at this angle. We're not dropping the bat at this angle. The only time we need to move the bat is up and down. Also, we are taking a bunt as a catch. We're catching the ball with our bat. We are not going out to go hit it. We're not doing a push bunt. That's something else that we can cover. But we are not trying to do a push bunt. We're trying to catch the ball with our bat. We don't want to do this, jab at it, and we don't want to swing at it or let go of the bat at any moment. So as we're out in front of the plate, we're here, squared up, bat out in head, bat out in front, and now we're steering with this hand, getting it down, low pitch, go get it. Anything above your arms, if you're already at the top of your strike zone, you shouldn't even be trying to bunt because it's most likely going to be a ball. So that's how you accomplish a sacrifice bunt. Right now we'll go ahead and get into a drag bunt or a bunt for a base hit. So now we're trying to accomplish a bunt for a base hit or a drag bunt. We're trying to get on base now. So we don't want the defense to pull in, and that'll ruin our chances of getting on base because they're crashing, cutting off the distance between you and them and that ball getting to them. We also don't want to bunt it back to the pitcher. And I forgot to mention that in the sacrifice bunt. We don't really want to bunt it back to the pitcher because they have a chance of making a play on that. We want to try and get it right down the lines. So drag bunt, sacrifice bunt, we're trying to keep it away from the pitcher. The only difference on a drag bunt is now we're showing late. We don't want the infield to crash. We don't want to give them an out. So what we're doing here is we're showing late. The pitcher typically will get to 12 o'clock here, and once he's here, we'll show and go ahead and try and get a bunt down. Now, as you get better, you might be able to do it later. So you might be able to do it as the ball's traveling, getting to you. Now, when we're doing that, we want to put ourselves in a position to get ready to run. So as we're in our position to swing and we're dropping the drag bunt, we're going to point our feet in this direction. So now we're in a running motion stance. In our running motion stance, it's going to be a lot easier for us to come from here, here, drop a bunt down, boom, and then just start getting out of the box, getting ready to run towards first. So drag bunts are always shown late. Our hand position doesn't change. The only thing that changes is our body position and at the moment that we're showing the bunt, which is either 12 o'clock, the earliest, or as the ball's already traveling towards you. So when we're here, we're set up, drag bunt's coming, pitcher's showing, he's at 12 o'clock, ball's traveling. Switch into this position, drop your hands a little bit closer together. Now, we don't want to be too far apart. We want to make sure that our hands are a little bit closer together, not too far. Here, so we have maximum control of the bat, shooting it down third, getting out of the box from our running position where we were standing as we are ready to bunt. That's pretty much it, guys. Now, a push bunt is something that we're going to accomplish when we see that the infield is back or we have a position player, primarily the second baseman, maybe the shortstop if you're a lefty, but primarily as a righty, the second baseman's going to be back. Infield, first baseman's probably back, and we have an option. We might have a chance of getting on base by bunting it to second, but we don't want to bunt it in this direction where the infield, the pitcher can still get off and field it. We want to get it past the pitcher. So as we're doing that, we're going to have to develop some power now from our legs and from our body. So we're going to be in the same position as a drag bunt or a bunt for base hit. We want to be from here, our stance, into here. We're bringing that bat into our chest, and as that ball's coming, we are driving through it. So a drag bunt, we're here, bunting it, letting it get down. Push bunt, we want to be in this position, same running position, and we want to drive from our chest and push outwards as we're running. So we get a little bit of juice behind the ball to clear that pitcher, get into that gap where that second baseman's playing deep. Again, we have a chance to get on first with that bunt. So that's all it is, guys. Same thing, you want to show late on this because we're trying to get on. So as we're set up, bringing it into our chest, pushing and getting out of the box, dropping the bat, obviously, and hopefully we'll be safe at first. So those are the three major bunts, guys. Sacrifice, drag bunt, and a push bunt. I'm going to have an example on this, so we're going to have someone else helping me out with this. All right, guys, we're back, and I'm here with one of my players. He's going to be assisting me with the bunting today. As you guys saw, we're going to get into the bunting situations, which are sacrifice, drag bunts, and push bunts. So we're going to be getting that done today. Yeah, what's your name? Let them know.
Hi, I'm Colin.
What's your favorite team?
My favorite team is the Dodgers.
All right, and what positions do you play?
I play middle infield and pitcher.
And what team do you currently play for?
I'm a free agent, so any team, yeah, I'm open.
All right, and how old are you?
I'm 13.
All right, sounds good. So we're going to get into the bunting, guys. He's going to be helping me out today. So we're going to go over 2 sacrifice bunts, 2 drag bunts, and 2 push bunts. Should be pretty quick from here on out. Let's go. All right, guys, so there you have it. That's the basics of bunting over the sacrifice bunt, drag bunt, and a push bunt. I want to thank Colin for helping me out today. Yeah, guys, stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And if you guys have any recommendations or suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. That way I know if you guys want to see something specific. Yeah. Also, turn on the notifications so you do get notified when there's a new video out, just to make sure that you keep up with all the latest stuff that we're putting out. All right, so Colin, good looking out, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys.